All right, I'm making a video of a 1965 Chenoweth frame. It has I'm gonna walk around here, just make a little video of it for you. It's a two-seater. It's got a really cool console on the inside, and the motor in the back, everything in the back is Corvair. Everything is Corvair back here. So it's got Corvair running gear. It's all set up Corvair. It's got LED lights on it. I'm right now in the process of moving the electrical that was in it. Was right here. It was sitting right there on those tube things. I didn't like it, so I've moved it up front. It's up in front of the console where the battery is. The battery is back here. Somebody before me had really bungled everything up, so I cut it off there and I moved everything up front. It was a jumbled mess. You can see back here I've got a 140, 65 Corvair 140 motor. It's been powder coated, and if you look right in there, you can see my engine, if I can get out of the way here, but it's a 140, 65 140 number. I've done a lot to the engine. So you can see I've got finned on it. I've gone ahead and moved my voltage regulator and my a couple other things there. I'm in the process of getting that all moved over. So you can see I've got some really nice headers on it. I got those from Star Cook. And Star Cook is awesome. He's in El Cajon. You can look his number up on, if you go into eBay. He's provided me everything that I needed for my car. When I got the car, it ran really loud. That was because out of the 6 tubes that came out of the exhaust, 5 of them had holes in it, and they were really bungled up. You can see that I have a 2-barrel that's going to go on top of that into the 4-into-1 here. And I really like this setup. It's a 2-barrel of 500. I have a rebuild kit for the carb. And as you can see, it's going back on. Everything's going back on. I have a breather also up there that will happen to go right into those little ports that go into the valve cover. I'm trying to think of anything else that you might want to know about this. It's, like I said, it's got a 4-speed in it. It's probably a 60 to 61 to 64 because that's what this whole setup is right here. This came out of the desert of San Diego, and I went ahead and I put on it 18-inch wheels that you can see there. I've went ahead and I cut one coil out of the spring there, dropped it down because I made it into a street car. Now, I'm in Utah, so you can register anything up here, and that's what I thought I would do. I've got these 10 by 18-inch wheels on it, and I think they're 285 by 30 or 35. They're huge. This engine makes about 180 to 200 horsepower. The buggy itself is under 1,200 pounds. As we look at it, I want to go ahead and show you some of the things that are on it. I have a whip antenna that goes right on there that is an LED. It changes colors. You can see it was last registered for the desert in June of 2018, and that's that is the registration that I have on the pink slip. And then, of course, I have this really cool thing right here. This is called an SP 100. That is worth the price of the car right there. And anyway, I have that on the car. And so it can be registered. I'm making it into a street car here, but you can register it once I get everything done on it. Either lights up on top. I have LED lights all the way around. So back here I have brake lights that are LED. And then down here I have blinkers that you could go ahead and hook them in if you wanted to, but I actually just wanted to have the little bright lights right there. It's got an 11-gallon tank on it. I went ahead and have done a lot of work to this. The engine probably is worth $8,000 to $9,000 with all the work done to it. It's got a cam in it. I was told that it had a cam in it, and it's not an electronic ignition yet, so somebody could switch that over. Of course, it's got 2 seats in it. And the floor on the driver's side looked just like the passenger side. I went ahead and put the panel in, and then I went ahead and redid the whole console in the middle. It has your gas gauge in it, and then I went ahead and built, you'll see this, the tachometer and the speedometer on the outside, so you can see it through there. The windshield right now is a Lennox type windshield. It's all set up for being mounted. I have the mounting brackets for it. I just haven't mounted it yet. And then I went ahead and put these lights. There was a light bar up on top here, but I really like these. I probably in the future, once I get it going, will make these yellow. And now I'm going to open this up, and you can see that I'm still working on the electrical, but this was changed. I went through the whole console here and ran all the wires out here, cleaned everything up in there, and this is the box off the back. I went ahead and put the battery up front, and I have a little my positive is here, and it's running through the tunnel to the back. And then I have a hookup right here. Instead of going all the way back to the starter, I'm going to run it right into this and into there. It'll power the car from there. So that kind of gives you an idea what I have now. Some of you may have noticed, but I haven't got the electrical done on the back for the speedometer. I don't have a speedometer cable yet, but I am going to hook up the lighting for that. And I have this already hooked in part way, going back to the, it'll go back to the coil, and then we'll have a reading with that. So you can see that I have done a lot of things. I have a tilt front end I just picked up, and it hooks into here, into these hood pin bolts right there. So then we're moving up this way, and as you probably have noticed, I have rack and pinion in it, and I've got a horn in it right there. I've got new headlights. Didn't have headlights before, right in here. They're really cool. And then here's my tilt front end that I have put on it. And now that I'm close here, I want to explain this. It came with a Volkswagen front end, double, whatever they call those. It's not a double wishbone, but it's a two-tubed one. And it would hit right in here. The tires would hit in here, so it was quite narrow. It was a desert car, so it didn't really matter. Well, I went ahead and got this Mustang II front end. These are high-end Mustang II upper and lower control arms. And then I went ahead and I welded them too with these brackets right here. And these are the standard Volkswagen brackets. And I put these square tubes in because they were way stronger than the round ones. So you can see that I have gone across and I've welded those in. I do have a patent pending on that. It's the only one that I know of in existence. There are other companies that are making stuff like that, but I have that patent protection. And So you can see that it doesn't have your typical Volkswagen front end. It's a Mustang II front end, high-end Mustang II front end. The Mustang II front ends came with, I think they were 10.5-inch brakes on them. I'm going to show those to you right here, hopefully. You can see that. Those are actually, and you could upgrade them to a 11-inch brake. These are actually 13. So I have 13-inch Cobra brakes on it. I'm getting ready to plumb it. They'll plumb from here over and into this unit right here, which will bend down, and we'll put it out here, and then we'll put our brakes into it. Right now it's hooked to the back. It's got, it came with brakes only to the back. And then I want to go over here to this setup right here. This is a really high-end setup for your clutch, and it does have a hydraulic clutch in it. I went ahead with a Willwood, replaced the old XJ-Mar, and this is a Willwood. It's a 1-inch bore, or it'll support a 4,000-pound car, and then it'll go ahead and tie right in there. So you can see there's a lot of little things that I need to do on it, but I'm going to post this video. You can see that it's an incredible shape. I got a running car and then decided to go through it and completely powder coat and really upgrade everything in the back here and in the front. So that's the car that I have. I'm going to post it on YouTube, and then I'm going to give this link to people because I want to sell it. I had it listed for $18,900 on KSL in Utah. I live in Utah, Lehi, Utah, and I'm looking to trade this for Fords, Mustang IIs. I really like Mustang IIs, or Corvair pickups, Corvair vans that are of equal value to this. I'm gonna, as I have been doing more and more things on it, I've upgraded the price also. This is really a premium car with a premium tag right there. So I'm gonna be accepting offers or trades. I do live in Lehi, Utah. So if you have any questions, you can go on my website there. It's going to be found in 140 Corvair Buggy. That's my YouTube channel. There's a lot of things that can be upgraded if you want on it, but please take a look at it. It's currently, it needs to be wired to run, but it was a running car. It was a really cool desert car. I will include these license plates, these California plates here in Utah. When I would go to register it, I would put up here another smaller plate for side-by-side, and they told me that they will make that the same as this California plate. So if this is something you want to check out, I have all new seals throughout the whole engine. I've gone through the whole engine. Like I said, it was a running engine. It wasn't smoking. So that's what I have to offer here. So if you have any desire to trade or purchase this, I'm open to offers for it, and look forward to hearing from you. Thank you, and have a good day.